This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuzz sent you. Hey everybody, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's week was good. Mine has been pretty busy. I've been doing some research on getting the last part of my house kind of facelifted, and that's my kitchen. Patrick Halsey, how's it going? Let me say hello to a few people. Let's see, we got Steve 87 PSAP, Kevin Brown, Roy Smith, Patrick Halsey, glad to see you guys in here. Manny Fernandez, Randall Ellison, Dwight Curley, Marty, M&M Shortlines, James Galton, how's it going? Dave BNSF Ensko, Cloverdale Rail, glad to see you can make it in here, Marcel. Glad to have you aboard. Thank you for showing up. What else we got in here? Let's see. Flying Crow, Robert, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. John Tangillo, glad you can make it in. And John, I got to talk to you. Maybe tomorrow we can get together on the phone. I got to talk to you about the project. I know I still got to do some. Got to send you something, but I need to talk to you first. Nothing bad, nothing bad. John Skokel, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Who else we got? Let me get back down to the bottom here. CP368, how's it going, buddy? William A, glad you can make it in here. Let's see, Ron Brights, glad you can make it in. Who else we got? 31 people? That's cool, that's cool. Let's see, somebody gave me a stat thing. Charles Grisson, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. I don't have a shout out for tonight. Like I said, I've been really doing a lot of research on finding out how much stuff is going to cost me to do in my kitchen. Now, you guys are wondering, well, where are you getting all this money from? Well, when I bought my new car, they gave me a substantial amount of money for my old car. So with some of the money that I have from that, I am going to do some stuff in my kitchen here. And that includes countertops, and that includes painting my cabinets and backsplash and a couple other things like that. Just want to make it look a little bit better, increase the value of the house a little bit more, you know, so on and so forth. 30 and 15. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, buddy. CP368, I need to know your name, please. If it's very possible for you to give me your name, I would appreciate that. I like calling people by their first names. Let's see. Anyhow, I do have a special guest tonight, and you all know him. He's been in pretty much all of my live streams, and he does quite a few videos. In fact, I just watched a couple of his videos yesterday and today. It'd be nice to check it out. He's entering. I believe he's entering Jack Jack's contest for Lulu's. Shake your head yes if you do. If you are, Mister. Okay, he is. I thought I watched the video of him doing the shot of the Lulus, but yeah. So he's entering that. He's got I think he's got like 209 subscribers. So you guys really want to check him out after I introduce him. Hey, Ralph and Jason, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Let's see. Who else is in here? Joseph Stino, how's it going? You do small. All right, well, come on out and you can do my kitchen for me. Wow. Steve 87, that's good, man. That's really good. Ralph Greenwood, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Who else we got in here? Yeah, I didn't know it was such a big deal to I was gonna have the cabinets replaced. And I got a price for it. It was like almost $5,000 just to do the cabinets. And I'm saying to myself, well, my cabinets are in good shape. I'm just going to get them repainted, refinished. So that's what's going to be happening. I got to sign a contract with them on Monday. They're going to come to measure my counters sometime Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, I'm going to have another house of disruption pretty soon. Let's see who else we got. Anybody else new? Yo, Vinny. Ralph, did you get my text message, by the way? Usually you respond to me, but yeah, I know I sent it out pretty late. I almost forgot to do my video, my reminder video today. That's how busy I've been. All right, to last week's super chats, I want to thank Brian Page, Marty M&M Short Lines, Grandpa Rails 2 times, and Kevin Brown. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate that. Also, we're going to come down here and we're going to go to some cool shows. Like I said, I've been so busy, I have not been able to make my list of live streams during the week. Hello, Jerry. How's it going, buddy? So I'm going to be skipping that until I get a chance to put everybody in order and all the live shows that are going on during the week. I know we got Heath on Monday. On Friday, we got Heath. On Sunday, we got Sidetrack Sunday. I can't remember everybody. Wednesday, we got Community Roundhouse, Sparky, TSG Multimedia, and then Sparky again. I just don't remember everybody. So give me time and I will get that back into my lineup here when I do my live streams. Let's see. The shows I do remember are number 1 is Wilmer. He's doing a build series. And Kenwood's second channel. Okay. Kenwood's second channel. I'll have to check that out, I guess. Wilmer's doing a series on scratch builds. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. That was bad time for them to call me, but it was my contract that it's going to come in and give me an estimate on some of the other work I want done, like my backsplash and so on and so forth. Anyhow, as I started to say, Wilmer is doing a scratch build, a build series, not scratch build, but a build, and some of it's actually kit bash, which I am very proud of him for doing that. It's looking really good. And also his not bads are every other week. And I really haven't had the time to watch any of these guys' videos, tell you the truth. And then Roy Smith, he's got Dispatch going on Tuesday evenings. And Dale Bass on Sunday mornings, Coffee and Trains. You need to watch him. Tomorrow, my premiere video is going to be me doing a solo op session with the 2 locomotives, the 2-9s you see sitting in the background of my video here. Anyhow, let me put that over there. I got too many wires and stuff. So let's see who we got here. Did I miss anybody? Did I get everybody? Let's see. Eric, IMRRO. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Hey, that 72nd Street layout you got going on is looking really good right now. So yeah, thumbs up, buddy. Good job. Let's see. Who else we got? Jerry Satteriel. How's it going, buddy? Try goggling. Pappy, glad you can make it in tonight. Anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and bring my guest up right now. And Steve 87, you hit the nail on the head. And the reason why I got him on here tonight is because he was on Sparky's show last week. And I thought, you know, he wouldn't be interested in doing this, but apparently he is. So let me introduce you to Mr. Joe Rader. How's it going, Joe?
Going fine, going fine. Hi to all of you in chat.
So Joe's been on watching my live streams and watching some of my videos for quite a long time now, probably about a year at least. And I appreciate that, Joe.
Yeah, I started in 2018, so it's been a while.
Okay. And like I told the folks earlier, is you have 209 subscribers. Is that accurate?
Yes, that was accurate as of this morning anyway.
Okay. So you guys who have not subscribed to Mr. Joe Rader, his channel is Black Rock Central Railroad. You guys might want to go over there and check him out. And I think Michael Lee, how's it going? Just up out of bed after a bit of Saturday morning sleep. Western Australia. Well, that's cool. Glad you could make it in. I always appreciate the people that come in from across the ocean or across the pond. In fact, I don't see my buddy Digger in here tonight. He must have fell asleep again. Anyhow, my video tomorrow is going to be, I think it's about 18 minutes long, and it's going to be me doing the same exact operation that the two boys did last week on my layout. I just wanted to prove to myself that the layout doesn't like people playing on it unless it's me. So with that being said, let's find out some stuff about Joe.
Uh-oh.
Yep, now you're in the hot seat, buddy. Tell me a little bit about Joe Rader.
Oh, Joe Rader's a single guy finally again. After 3 failed marriages, I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, congratulations and welcome to the club.
Right now, it's just me and the dog. And, of course, the dog's looking at me because he thinks I'm talking to him. But I've been in the model railroad hobby probably all my life. My dad had a little 4x4 layout when I was growing up, which expanded to a 4x8. And by the time I left to go in the military, we were 6 foot by 22 foot.
Wow. So what branch of the service were you in?
I was Air Force.
Thank you for your service.
You too.
Yeah. I guess we were probably both in about the same time.
Yeah, I was in 68 to 72.
Yep, exactly the same time. It's too bad you couldn't land one of your Air Force planes on my ship.
Well, I was not really involved that much with flying.
Oh, okay. Kenwood Griffey Jr., how's it going, buddy? Let's see who else we got in here. I think I got everybody. Only 38 people in here tonight. That's okay. Let's see. Do you have other hobbies beside model railroading?
Yeah. This time of year, I do a little bit of fishing. Once deer season comes around, I do a lot of hunting. And I also build airplanes, model airplanes, and some tanks.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
I was thinking about getting back into doing some model planes. I don't know. I don't have the room to display them or anything like that. This house lacks room, storage room. I promise you, this house really lacks closet space. It's got one closet in the master bedroom, one closet and one closet each in the spare bedrooms, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no coat closet. There's one small little linen closet and one small little pantry. Period.
Well, luckily this house has a basement, which is where the railroad is, which is where I'm at.
We don't have. What's a basement?
Yeah. My spare bedroom is where all my airplanes are, sitting on shelves.
Cool. Grandpa Rails, glad you could make it in tonight, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Grandpa?
All right, let's see. Let's start up here. So you said you were into trains all your life. Did you get a specific train set when you were a kid?
Yeah. My first train set was in 1957. I got a Varney F unit. It came with a boxcar, a gondola, a stock car, and a caboose. And somewhere here, the only thing that's left of that set is the F unit.
Oh,
And I do still have that.
that's cool. That's very cool.
But it's one that used a drive shaft from the rear truck to the front trucks.
I'm reading some of the comments. Roy Smith says, all you really need is room for trains.
Yeah.
You need a place to lay down and you need a place to eat too. But yeah, I get the message.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you model a specific area?
No. That gets, at one point in time, I had the vision of doing the Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad, but it was just would have been too much to try to squeeze into the basement anyway, unless I converted over to N scale. But
there you go.
My big fingers and my bad eyes. Nah, me and N scale just wouldn't get along very good.
Steve 87 says, my house is big, but my wife's taking over most of it. That's funny. Okay, so let's see. How did you come up with the name for your railroad?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, the railroad that preceded this one was called the Black Rock and Sandy Bottom. Now, Sandy Bottom was the nickname for the town that I actually grew up in. But where the Black Rock ever came from, it just fell out of thin air one day, and I stuck with it. And when I started this layout, I dropped the Sandy Bottom off of it and just called it the Black Rock Central.
Now, I kind of remember when you made that change.
Yep.
Let's see. Kyle Stevens, glad you could make it in tonight, my friend. Do you have a current project going on right now?
Well, I'm just finishing up Jack's scratch built for Lulu's contest. I've got a scratch build that's in his contest. It's already done. And lately, I've just been adding lights back here in the industrial area.
Thank you, Grandpa Rails.
No big projects going just yet.
Let's see. I got to throw a hard question at you. Let's see. What model would you like to see that's not available right now?
Ooh. Engine-wise, I would love for scale trains to go back and do some of the old 4-axle units. I love high nose diesels, the GP7s and GP9s. Now, I did just buy a Walther's GP9. That's a high nose. But either that or go back a little bit farther and come up with some of the old RS1s that are a little bit more detailed and a little better running than ones that have come out in the past.
Do you prefer steam or diesel?
My layout is 99.9% diesel.
Okay.
I do have a Shea locomotive. It's a little Bachman job. And
Grandpa Rails would like that because he likes Shea.
Yeah, Grandpa loves that. And it just runs an excursion train around my layout. It takes like almost 30 minutes for that slow little thing to get completely around the layout.
So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. It
makes the railroad seem bigger, right?
Yeah, it does.
Let's see. Do you prefer operations or run sessions?
I do both. Mainly, I enjoy watching a nice train run by, just like the one that's behind me right now.
I was just going to say that, just like the one you got running behind you.
Yeah, it's been running behind me since 6 o'clock. I turned it on, and that's just all of the cars that I have decorated for the Black Rock Central Railroad.
Oh, cool!
I've been in the process of making a couple of those.
Hello, David F&D Railroad. Thank you for showing up tonight. Appreciate it. Let's see.
do some obsessions, but because originally this layout was nothing but a switching layout along the one wall right here behind me. And then I said, the heck with it. I've got the room. Let's expand it. So it's a pretty good sized loop right now is what it amounts to.
Grandpa Rails, John Tanzillo, John Dilly is saying top speed of 9 miles per hour. Is that the Shea speed?
Yeah, that's about right.
MSI Hunter 5. Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see who else. I saw someone else in here I didn't say hello to. Let me back up for a minute here. I guess Jay O'Donnell. There you go. I knew I saw somebody in here I didn't say hello to. Glad you can make it in tonight, Jay. Let's see. Okay. Why did you choose the scale you do?
This is the scale that Dad had, and it's a scale that I grew up with. At one point in time, I did buy an N-scale locomotive. Actually, it was a Rapido train set that I bought right after I got out of the military.
Oh, okay.
And it was an old Rapido set that still had those god-awful couplers on the front and the back that were half the size of the cars. And it was just way too much for my fingers. And at that time, there wasn't that much available for N-scale like it is now.
Exactly.
And, N-scale has grown a lot. And if my fingers were smaller and my eyes were better, I might have gone to N-scale.
Is there a specific area that you chose to model?
Not area. I've got a refinery. I've got a cement plant. So it's no particular area. I've got trees all over the place. So no particular area. But the era that I stick to is 1970s up to maybe 1982.
Okay, so you just answered one of those questions. I got to find it now. Okay, so you like HO.
Yep.
And how often you post videos? Hello, Mr. Digger Evans. Glad you can make it in tonight. Mr. Kevin Brown, thank you.
Basically, I'll publish a video when I think I have something to show you. If I'm not doing anything, here coming up, I won't be doing anything major, so I probably won't put one out for a while.
Okay.
But, when I have something that I think somebody might want to see or that I'm particularly proud of, then I throw the video out. I don't do anything on a time schedule.
There you go. Let's see. Do you post your videos or any other pictures or anything like that on any other media like Facebook or Twitter? Not
No, not on Twitter or Tweeter, whatever you care to call it.
Okay, let's see here. Well, you've been modeling for quite a long time, so tell me what you like about the hobby.
It's relaxing.
Okay.
I can sit here, and if I have a project that I want to get started on, I can spend an entire day down here in the basement and do nothing else. Just forget the rest of the world even exists.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's that kind of a hobby.
So, what do you dislike about the hobby?
The expense.
Yeah, that's a big one, I guess.
I'm sorry, but you and me both know Social Security don't pay a whole hell of a lot.
That's for sure.
So, my railroad budget might be $20 this month and maybe only $15 next month.
Yeah, I get you, buddy. David, are you train man too? Glad you can make it in. Let's see. All right. Is your layout DC or DCC?
DCC. I run NCE system.
Okay.
All my locos are, with the exception of a couple of them, are all Digitrax decoders that I put in. They're old Aethern Blue Box locomotives. I do have 2 Bachmans and 2 Atlas locomotives that came with their own decoders in them.
Thank you, Grandpa Rails.
My most favorite.
Yeah, Grandpa Rails wants to know what's your favorite build on your layout. What's the most favorite build on your layout?
I think the refinery, especially since I expanded it to actually be 2 complete kits. It takes up a little bit of room, and I think it actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah, we talked about the lights earlier in one of your comments. One of the comments I made to you earlier today. You're going to put more lights in there, right?
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, more lights coming.
Let's see. You got a question here from Trigoglin. Did you build the display case behind you?
Yep, both of them. They're actually only 1x3s that are just screwed together with drywall screws.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that. But again, like, not only that this place does not have storage space, but it's got really no wall space either.
No walls either.
I mean, it's got walls, but there's something on every wall, you know. Anyhow, that's for me to worry about. What's your favorite rolling stock there, Joe?
I think covered hoppers. I like covered hoppers. I've got a grain mill, plus I go with the cement plant. I've got a plastics plant that takes plastic hoppers. So yeah, hoppers, covered hoppers.
Like, well, you're gonna have a bunch of tankers on your layout too, because you got that refinery going on,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and I won a bunch of tankers from Jack in some of his contests.
Awesome, awesome.
I think I've got like 6 or 7 tankers back there right now.
Let's see. Do you prefer to do a scratch build or a kit build?
The one scratch build that I have done is the one that's entered in Jack's contest of a freight depot that's located about 10 miles from me. That's the only scratch build I've ever done. I like kits, and I am into a little bit of kit bashing, where I will take a couple of different kits and put them together to come up with something specific. But scratch building is something new to me.
You need to get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Wilma into it, and he loves it.
That's what I said. The freight house that I built was challenging only because of the rules that Jack had set up. I had planned on building this thing a long time ago, and just never got around to it. And then when he came up with his contest, I thought, hey, now's a good time to do it. But he came up with the idea that you couldn't use any pre-made scribe panels, like wood panels or plastic panels. It all had to be individual. So that poor little building that's only a scale 20 feet by 40 feet is 99% 1x4s. Scale 1x4s. There's 365 inches of scale 1x4s that I had to cut into 8-foot lengths.
Oh, wow.
To build that thing.
That's pretty cool.
It was a pain, but it came out nice.
It did. It really did. You did a nice job on that. And Steve 87 just said the same thing.
Yeah.
That you did a nice job on that. Let's see. Yeah, Steve 87 said it came out nice.
Yeah.
All right. We got 46 people in here. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So, how do you clean your layout? How do you clean the track on your layout?
I have 2 track cleaning cars that I run around most of the time. And I'm just starting to get into what people are telling me is the best cleaning solution, which is mineral spirits. Now, I haven't tried that yet. That's something that I'll probably try, give a try one time here real shortly.
You're not going to believe the amount of dirt it's going to take off your tracks. Yeah. I did it too. I went out and bought the mineral spirits, and I cannot tell you how much more it cleans than alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. I used alcohol for probably 50 years. And then all of a sudden, I come up, oh, no, that's bad. Don't use that.
Exactly.
Well, wait a minute,
Hello, Shay. How's it doing, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. All right, so you answered 2 questions in that one. What you use? Let's see. Let's see what else I got here. Well, you said all your life you've been in the hobby, so you're approximately my age, so that's a long time. So you're probably 50 or 60 years you've been in it.
Yeah. You and I are just a couple months apart in age.
Okay. Yeah, I just hit the big 7-0 this last June.
Yeah. See, I hit it in February of
There
this
you go.
year. I hit 71 in February, so
Okay.
you're a little behind me.
So you can call me your junior, right? Let's see. Is there any reason why you chose the area that you model? You said you didn't really have a specific
I don't have a specific area, so it's just whatever fit in the spot.
whatever you felt like doing, you did.
Yeah, it's my railroad. I'll do what I want.
Exactly. Yes, sir. You got that right. Let's see. What size is your layout?
The back wall is 13 foot. This wall over here is 19 foot. And then it just kind of makes an L and connects everything together.
Oh, sounds like it's pretty big then.
So it's decent size for me. Anyway.
What you need to do is you need to do a video on the overview of your layout and just walk around the layout and explain everything that's on there.
Yeah, I tried to do that with one of the first videos that I did, but I don't think it came out all that good. But that's one thing that is in the process.
Let's see. We already answered that question. We already answered that question. That question. What is your favorite loco?
Probably a GP7 or a GP9. Diesel wise, anyway.
Okay, Steve 87's got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why did you pick the logo and the railroad colors?
It was kind of strange. The original color on the locos was black with just a white BRC in the center of the hoods. And I got to thinking, something else has got to work. And I just started looking at different decals that were on the internet as far as, sale for people for sale. And I saw the Genesee in Wyoming, and I contacted an outfit called Switchline Decals. And I said, can you substitute different letters in that same logo? And the guy says, yeah, what do you want? And I told him, and in about 10 minutes, he emailed me a picture of what he had of this logo. Cool. And I said, yeah, let me have a sheet of them.
And that's cool.
So then it was just go ahead and paint the locos white with the black stripe on them. The orange stripe is actually a decal.
Uh-huh. So Roy Smith says, speaking of track cleaning, I finally bought mineral spirits yesterday. You're going to like it, Roy. I'm telling you, you're going to like it. You're not going to believe how much more it cleans. Chris Williams is a cool guy over at Switchline. Oh, okay, so Are You a Train Man 2 knows him. Chris is the guy you dealt with, Joe? Joe, is it Chris the guy you dealt with?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I about got all my questions done for Joe. If anybody else has got questions, let's get Joe a little bit more in the hot seat.
Here we go.
There we go. We got one. What is your favorite road name?
Probably B&O or Chessie. I do love the Chessie. I love the Chessie colors. I've got 3 of their locos now. SD9, a GP9, and a GP35, all decorated for Chessie. I think that color combination is probably one of the best combinations ever. Isn't that the railroads that you knew when you were growing up? Yeah.
Being that you're in the East Coast in Maryland, Central
B&O, Western Maryland, Chesapeake, and Ohio.
Right.
We all wound up being in Chessie.
Here's one from Randall Ellison. How's it going, Randall? I think I missed saying hello to you earlier. Well, thank you for coming in tonight. What is your favorite locomotive and piece of rolling stock?
Yeah, my favorite loco is a high nose GP9s or a GP7. They're both almost identical.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And I love covered hoppers.
All right, let's see. Anybody else got any questions for Mr. Joe Rader? And you guys, when I see him, I always say hello to him as Joe R. When I see him, I don't want to do Black Rock Central.
Yeah, just a pain in the butt.
Yeah, Joe R is good enough for me. He knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I said hello to Digger earlier. I'm glad you can make it in, buddy. 42 and 27. Half of the likes for the amount of people that are here. Come on, guys. Give me those likes, will you?
Maybe it's me they don't like.
No, I think it's this right here.
That's what I was going to say. My parents always said I had a face for radio and a voice for newspapers.
That's funny. I did extra yard van duties today. Pretty good train count towards the end of the day and the shift. Now, I don't know if you are familiar with Randall Ellison's work, what he does for his work.
Yeah.
You do know. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty cool job.
Yeah, it is.
What are all the industrial stops? Is that a question for Joe? I'm assuming. What are all the industrial stops on the railroad?
Let's see. We have the refinery. We have a grain elevator. We have a grain mill. A building that Sparky wants me to call Sparky Sparklers. It's just an unnamed building. And then I have a cold storage building, a hardware warehouse, and a plastics company that uses plastic pellets to make plastic sheets and shapes for model railroads.
There you go. All right.
And of course, my cement plant.
Let's see, Joe Rader. So Sparky's been putting up Ralph Greenwood has been putting up a link to your.
Yeah, I see that. I appreciate that.
Here goes. Question from Mr. Are you a train man too? Have you ever had the hankering to kit bash a locomotive?
No. I thought about it at one time because I want a center cab locomotive, but have no idea how to even get started in that idea.
Got another question here from David F&B Railroad. What would your model if you could start over? What would you model if you could start over?
The Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad, the old Ma and Pa.
There's another question from Pappy. Question: do you have a model or of your house on your layout?
No, that's a scratch-built project that may come about. I have the original blueprints from when this house was built.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
This house used to be my grandmother's, and then I got it when she died. But it was built in 1957, and I have the original blueprints with all the dimensions and everything on it. So I won't even have to go outside to measure anything. I just look at the blueprints.
Let's see. Kyle Stevens question: is there any steam that you would like to have? Like 2101 or 614?
No, with the I think if I had to pick another steam locomotive, it would be another geared like a Heisler I'd like to have. Steam locomotives are neat, but two of the curves that are on my layout are only 18-inch. And steam locomotives have a very hard time getting around an 18-inch curve unless it's a small 060 or a little Pacific or something like that would get around there okay. And steam's too hard for me to put DCC in it with sound.
You gotta have the sound, right?
Gotta have sound.
Gotta have the sound. Let's see. All right. Anybody else got any more questions for Mr. Joe Rader? So approximately how many feet of main line do you have going on? Do you have goes around the entire loop?
It goes around the entire loop. It's probably close to 50 feet.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Engineer Hall, Richard. I appreciate that, buddy.
Which that's why I run the train slow. It makes it look like it's a lot bigger than it is.
Oh no, you said you have 13 feet on that wall and 12 feet on that wall, and
19 feet on this wall, and
19.
then just
So you got more than 50 feet of track then.
I never actually measured it. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
See, Roy Smith says, "Joe, covered hoppers may be my favorite cars too. You can run them east and then west, and don't have to actually load them in order for them to stay empty." Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Nobody knows what's in them.
Exactly. If they are they full? Are they empty or what? You know, whatever. Train Freak is in here. I did not see him, but if he is, is he here? There he is. There he is. Hello, Jason. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. So, anybody else? Come on, let's go. I know you guys got more questions for Joe. I just gave him 20 some odd questions. Chop's my favorite as well. Covered hopper, yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, that's hoppers and tankers are my favorite. I love watching a tanker train going around the layout. It looks like a big snake just going through. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. Shut up, Shay. Sparky will time you out.
Start all over. I like that, Jason.
Have Joe start all over. So you want me to go through all the questions again?
Yeah. Jason's late, so we got to pay for it.
Yeah, I guess. So you know that this will give an opportunity to change all the answers too. What is the system that you use? I think we already answered that, but we'll go ahead.
It's NCE system with mostly Digitrax decoders.
Is it just the power cab, or is it the whole system?
It's a power cab. Yeah.
Power cab.
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar with it.
Yeah, when I got into it and decided to go DCC, model train stuff had a sale on for the set, and I bought it for like $130.
There you go.
And I said, hey, you can't go wrong there. Let's try this and see what happens.
Hello, Mr. Manny Fernandez. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see. Here's a question from Mr. Roy Smith.
Yes.
Do you add weight to your cars?
Yes. I have a digital scale, and I make sure they all come pretty daggone close to the NMRA standards. They stay on the tracks a little better.
Oh, come on. Really? That was a scam. So, let's see. I just saw a question. Do you have, let's see, here it is. Do you have any chopped nose Jeep 9s? Chopped nose Jeep 9s?
No, my Jeep 9s and 7s are all high nose.
All high nose?
Yeah.
How are you installing your lights, and what are you using? Lights for your structures?
I think that's what he means. A lot of the interiors of the structures, I'm using the Woodland Scenics plug and play. But all of the other lights, all my yard lights and everything else are bought off of eBay from China. And I got power boards from an outfit called Be Honest.
I know them.
Off of eBay.
I dealt with them.
Yeah, Tina Marie put me onto them on one of her videos. And that's the greatest little board that you got going. Throw 12 bolts into it, and you can adjust it so that, all the LEDs work the same, and you can hook like 20 lights up to each one of them. So I've got 4 of them in here now, and probably end up with some more later on.
That's cool. Jason Train Freak, what couples do you prefer? If you say Kaylers, then standard or scale head?
They are all KDs. Most of them are scale heads, but I do have a couple of the older ones still running around.
I guess Steve 87 PSAP deals with Be Honest too, or We Honest. We Honest.
Yeah, We Honest.
We Honest. Yeah, I've dealt with them several times. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see. Did I miss any questions?
Shay's got one here. Do you run operations No, especially with a group of people with only the one main line and then one switch, or one train for the industrial area. You don't need but maximum 2 people. So It's just easy for me to put one on the main line and then run the switcher myself.
Here's another one from Mr. Kevin Brown. Do you use any freight car for weathering systems on your layout for forwarding
system? I started to try to use the car card system, but I get a little more involved in that than what I want to be. And but I play at using the car cards. I do have a couple of car cards made up, but I just haven't really sat down and got into it to where I can use them.
Now, the next answer you give will determine how much longer you stay.
Well, on the shelf here, the first coffee mugs that I actually got, and being very honest, was I won 2 coffee mugs from Jason. I won his first coffee mug and then his newer coffee mug. And that got me to start buying them, which the next 2 that I bought were Vinnie's and Sparky's. And then I also have one from the Crooked River and Eastern from Dave Thurber. Ray Bobel, I have his.
I need to get a Ray, and I need to get a...
Yeah, and I got one from Bruce Giroux.
Okay, yeah.
One from him.
Let me mention one thing here. If you guys that want to buy, help Joe with his channel, he's got his Teesprings in his About page. So if you guys want to get a cup from him, a mug from him, go to his About page and hit the Teesprings link, and it'll take you there so you can get that. Here's a question from Mr. F&B Railroad. What is your favorite layout, John Allen Clinchfield?
Oh, yeah. That was... I don't think anybody's ever going to beat that one.
Let's see. James Galton said he ordered his mug.
Well, that's good. I appreciate it.
There you go. Where's your favorite coffee mug? Let's see. Question from Steve. How many contests have you won?
Well, let's see. Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt, I won one of his. A couple of them from Jason, like I said, the coffee mugs. A whole bunch of them from Jack. Grandpa Rails, I won one of his. That got me a gift certificate. I just recently won one of your contests, Vinny, and got 2 turnouts from Bruce. And I'm looking around here trying to think of anything else.
In my opinion, everybody needs to ban you now from contests.
Yeah, and I won one contest from Michael McCarville.
Oh wow, you did pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good year.
I didn't do bad. I haven't done bad contest wise, but a lot of them, especially with Jack, he runs a lot of his while he's not even there. He has one that's called. He has a contest a lot of times that if the train falls off the track, meaning if the train stops for any reason, you put in the comments what time it stopped, what time it started back up, and the first person that enters wins a prize. That's how I got all my freight cars from Jack. But
something must be fixed.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Jack. Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, he did make it.
What a timing, Jack. Yeah, really. Yeah, let's see. So anyhow, come on, guys. Got a couple more minutes here. We got maybe about 7 or 8 more minutes before I'll call this good. Couple more questions. Here's another question right here from Steve87. Where did it go? How about this one? What is the engine that you're running on the layout right now?
I believe that's a GP38-2. That's another one of the old Catherine Blue boxes.
I want to make an answer to the comment from Joe Sestito. Joe, They are going to be spraying everything. They're going to take the doors and all the hardware off. They're going to take the doors to their shop, and then they're going to come in here and they're going to mask everything off and spray the cabinet frames. He told me it's like a 3 or 4 step process that they do beside priming. Then they the priming, then the paint, and then the lacquer on top of that. So yeah, it's pretty intense, pretty spendy too. Yeah, but anyhow, it's like a quarter of the price of new cabinets. So let's see. I think we got it. Oh, Joe, what is the? There we go. Here it goes. The Train Freak. What is your favorite railroad west of the Mississippi?
Ooh.
Mean there's places east of the Mississippi? I didn't know that.
Probably KC. KC
Okay.
is
All right.
Kansas City Southern.
See, that's two bad answers you gave me tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
You're supposed to say my cup was the one you worked for, and you were supposed to say BNSF.
Yeah. I like the color scheme on the BNSFs.
Pick up your black. Yeah, see, John Schoolkill is putting your link down there for your coffee mugs.
Wow. Thank you, John.
Let's see. F&B Railroad question. What do you like more, scenery or model building?
Buildings. I like putting things together. The scenery is okay if I put my mind to it. I'll get started on scenery and then just say, okay, let's go with scenery today, and spend the entire day doing some kind of scenery work. But with scenery, you got to wait too long for the paint to dry, then wait for the glue to dry, and it's just too many different steps that are involved in real serious scenery work. So the mind has to get into it.
Jason's going to show the cotton belt / or no love, Joe.
Yeah. Sorry, Jay.
Up here in the north, CP and CN. Yeah. All right. I think we got everything on here. Yeah, I missed the old blue and yellow Santa Fe's also.
Yeah.
I think I got four of them on my layout. Two old Jeep SD40s, older SD40s. And a couple of Jeeps, Jeep 40 and Jeep 38, all in Santa Fe, blue and yellow. Let's see, Jack Decker scenery before bed. There you go. That makes sense. Do your scenery before you go to sleep in the morning. That's cool. Very cool. Up here in the North CP, I already read that one. Oh, I scenery before bedtime. Okay. So I think we're pretty much caught up on everything. Joe, I appreciate you giving me your time tonight. Guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all showing up. Still got 42 people in here, but I ran out of questions, and you guys had no more questions for Joe. So we're going to call this good. Joe, again, thank you so much for giving me your time. And we're going to call this good. So good night, everyone. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon will be my premiere video. It's going to be me doing an operation on my layout. It's about between 12 and 15, maybe 16 minutes. I don't remember. It's not very long. Anyhow, we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody.